Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Nikola Vucevic.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Avdia out there with Donovan Clingan. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Lively in at the 5 down low. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
And it's Lillard missing. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Minnesota. Smith on the wing, defended by Sharp. A fader. The shot's good from Smith.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Sharp against Smith. Sharp, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here is Smith. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavericks. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And the first one drops. And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, make no mistake about it, Anthony Davis is still one of the best two-way players in this league.
Pass to Sharp. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Sharp's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lively. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Lillard scanning the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Sharp, that's good. He's got 7. Here's Irving. Last time out he had 13 points. Now Smith. On the wing, Irving. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, Avdia. to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Back to Lillard from past the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. So for the Trailblazers, their last game lost to San Antonio. And that one's good. Flag.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Pass to Kamare. Back to Lillard. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Here's Flag. Dallas moving the ball around. Smith right side. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant, adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Here's Smith. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. It's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Klingon. Now Sharp. A three-pointer off the mark. Smith outside. Now Flag hits Davis on the wing. For three, Smith. It's good from long range. Smith's got 7 points.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly. Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Pass to Flag. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Sharp. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
It's Davis on the wing. Back to Smith. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Davis. And that's 10 points for Smith.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
And the rejection by Lively. Stolen by Avdia. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Kicks it out to Lillard. Cranes the three-pointer.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here is Smith. 10 points for him. Here's Irving. And that one comes up a bit short. Trailblazers trail by 17. Pass to Klingon. Lillard from outside. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for Dallas. DeRozan comes in for Flag. And it checked in for Kyrie Irving. Vucevic, he's checked in for Portland. Holiday comes in for Damian Lillard. And Dallas with a change here, too. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Smith against Henderson. Now, here is Smith for this screen on Henderson. And Gafford throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 19-point game. Pass to Henderson. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Russell passes to Smith. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Craps in the tray. Smith's got 13.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Holiday finds Grant. Vucevic has screen on Davis. No good from Grant. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Davis, the pass to DeRozan. To the middle. And finished off by Davis.
Davis makes things simple for his teammates. Just lob it up, and he will take care of the rest.
1:07 left here in the opening quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cans it from downtown.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the shot goes in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Grant sets a screen for Holiday. Inside, out to Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Smith against Henderson. DeRozan on the wing. Smith outside. Pass to Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. A 3. Smith scanning the floor. The tray. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
And so it's Dallas in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
On the floor for Portland. Holiday in the backcourt with Henderson to his side. Sharp out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He added 61 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Dallas has gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Pass to DeRozan. Smith outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Flag is checked in for the Mavericks. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. DeRozan against Sharp. Vucevic, a screen on DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer. Rebound by Smith. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And Flagg throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Sharp. Henderson, no one around him. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now Flagg. Vucevic defending. And that one's good. Flagg.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Henderson attacking. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Smith. He's got 18. No coverage that time. DeRozan's got 5.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Vucevic, it's rebounded by Dallas. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Flagg throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Here's Sharp, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 14.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Smith. Oh, he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year. And here's Sharp. He's got 14. Releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Jacks up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooters.
Down low from 7, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Vucevic is screen on DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic to end the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Outside DeRozan. Nelson and Smith with the assist that time. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Henderson passes to Vucevic. Fires the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. Outside Holiday. Pass to Henderson. And here's Sharp. DeRozan defending. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Grant. Holiday, no one around him. They grabbed their own miss. Dallas has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Smith against Henderson. Feeds away. And it's Dallas with another.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Takes the three. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Smith with it. 25 points in the game. To the middle. And it's Russell in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
And Russell with the answer from 3. You are not going to show up, D'Angelo.
DeRozan against Sharp. Grant goes in, and it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got 4 rebounds in this game. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Dallas with the 3.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
For the screen on Henderson. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Trailblazers shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Back to Henderson. And the rejection by Smith. In the corner, it's Flagg. Back to Smith. Shoots over Henderson. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
And for Portland, they're shooting 40% from the field. And Holiday kicks to Grant. Here's Sharp. Off target with his 3.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Smith outside. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Here's Smith driving to the basket.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
1:32 left to play in the first half. Now Sharp. He's got 14. Vucevic setting the pick for Sharp. Just 4 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Basket good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Sharp. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Smith, the pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. That one goes. Count it. Smith's got 31 points.
And I would say that's the definition of an ankle breaker, fellas. That move was devastating.
Well, that one is going on the highlight reel. He'll be showing that one to his grandchildren someday.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Vucevic missing. Smith outside. He got it up. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
And so it's Dallas, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break.
Okay, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot. Someone went window. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Taking a look at Portland, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Dallas Mavericks.
Who needs a multifaceted approach when you can dominate in the lane like this? It has been impressive.
My only piece of advice, don't stop.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Smith is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Flag in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And finished off by Lively.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Lillard. To Kamare. Here's Klingon. No good on the 3. Outside, Davis. Now Smith. Lively is screen on Sharp. And finished off by Lively.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Up top Sharp. He's got 16. Here's Lillard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Irving dishes to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 37 points for Smith.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodied.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making, I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach. And Jason Kidd said Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached, to understand the game at the highest level, and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving. And another basket for Dallas.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Avdia. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stripped away. Kamara with it. Now defended by Flagg. Avdia gets the bucket.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
The Mavericks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Right side, Davis. Now here is Smith. 37 points for him. Back to Davis. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Davis has got 15.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
And it's Avdia off the drive. Off on the layup.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Smith outside. Pass to Davis. Now Irving. Here's Smith. Defended by Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Davis. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Pass to Kamara. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. And here's Sharp. Kamara finds Sharp. And they get it. Power that baby down! Wow!
Oh my goodness!
It's too much. It's just too much.
His teammates are falling all over each other. Look at him.
I can't believe he tried that in game.
Smith against Sharp. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 39 points for Smith.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The Trailblazers shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. Goes up from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Productive habits pay off for Lillard. He's always working on his offense to refine his skill.
To the paint, here's Davis. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys, he cannot miss.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside, Avdia. And it's off from three-point range. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Good, he hits again.
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season. Sharp with it, picked up by Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular.
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Smith outside. Over to the wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Sharp on the wing. Smith against Henderson. Shoots it. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Henderson's got 13 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
DeRozan on the wing. Smith outside. Back to DeRozan. Puts up a three. The rebound by Grant. And for Portland, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Henderson. Sharp, the pass to Grant. DeRozan against Sharp. Goes back up. A nice shot by Klingon.
And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Smith outside. Right side, Martin. Smith against Henderson. Gafford kicks to Smith. Outside DeRozan. Off target from outside. The Trailblazers shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter three. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Hardy. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. And there's the drop. Oh, he sledgehammered it in.
Climb that ladder.
No run-of-the-mill stuff there. No. Fellas, putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
Well, that will go in the highlight package for tonight. I'm certain of it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Champ.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Dallas. And then for the Trailblazers, Vucevic comes in for Klingon. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Sharp. Pass to Hardy. Back to Smith. 1:15 left in the third. And the basket by Olynyk.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Vucevic up top, covered by Gafford. Here's Lillard. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Smith outside. Driving in, and Smith with the stuff.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Lillard outside. Shoots over Hardy. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Pulls up for three. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Henderson and Sharp are the guards. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Izzo in at the power forward. Here's Henderson. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Clock at 4. DeRozan. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Gafford throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Henderson, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
DeRozan off with the layup.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
For three, Henderson. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Hardy. Henderson defending. DeRozan in the corner. Misses the three.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Hardy passes to DeRozan. Launches it. Another miss by DeRozan.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
It's Vucevic, top of the key. Back to Sharp. Going inside, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Left side, DeRozan. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
And now Portland on the break. Clarkson passes to Vucevic. It's good.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. For this screen on Henderson. Here's Hardy. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Clarkson against Christie. For the screen on Sharp. And that one's good. Hardy. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Lobbed up there for Gafford. Just 3 to shoot, and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Mavericks making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Lillard dishes to Vucevic. And Lillard kicks to Anderson. Vucevic a screen on Smith. Henderson, no good. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Smith outside. Team, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Smith outside. Pass to Hardy. Smith outside. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Here's Lillard. And here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Smith against Sharp. Fades and shoots. And good, he hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Takes a 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Smith. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Smith outside. Pass to Hardy. 6 to shoot. DeRozan surveying the D. Drills the 3-pointer. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Trailblazers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Henderson, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's now 22 points from Scoot Henderson. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Henderson against Smith. Pass to DeRozan. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Lillard with it. for the three. Rebound by Smith. Mavericks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Hardy passes to Smith. Fades back. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Smith.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Henderson. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Hardy. No good, unable to end this run. Smith up top, over Sharp. It counts.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other